October 1976. Chaos Theory. Canadian actor Ryan Reynolds, famous for his role as Deadpool, was born in October 1976. He also starred in an underrated movie called Chaos Theory. If you're familiar with the branch of mathematics with the same name, you'll know that it deals with complex systems whose behavior is highly sensitive to slight changes in conditions so that small alterations can give rise to strikingly great consequences. It sounds very similar to the powder keg goldfish bowl of Northern Ireland during the Troubles. Political developments in October 1976. October 1976 was an unusually quiet month on the political front. The only significant development was rioting that followed news of a boy's death, where representatives of the peace people were attacked by some of the rioters. Republicans also denounced the Peace People organization as being pro-British. Shootings in October 1976. October 1st. Victor Dormer, 25, died 1 month after being shot at his relative's house on Copperfield Street in Belfast. There were claims he was a civilian who was shot by the IRA. However, there were other claims that he was a former British soldier. A man was imprisoned for his murder, but there was no charge of IRA membership. October 3rd. The UFF claimed responsibility for shooting Catholic civilian Kevin Mulhern, 33, at his home on Knockwellan Park in Derry. October 6th. The UDA killed Catholic civilians Francis Nolan, 34, and Catherine O'Connor, 68, at their home on Victoria Gardens in Belfast. The men stabbed the woman 36 times and then shot her son-in-law. The inquest was told that the killings might have been revenge for the shooting of 2 Protestant men, one a UDA volunteer, in a nearby pub on the 24th of September 1976. October 8th. Off-duty prison officer Robert Hamilton, 25, was shot and killed by the IRA outside his home in Derry. October 10th. Brian Stewart, 13, died 6 days after being shot by a plastic bullet near his home on Norglin Road in the Turf Lodge area of Belfast. The shot was fired by a British soldier. October 11th. The UVF shot and killed Catholic civilian Peter Woolsey, 39, at his farm in Cornascriba, near Portadown. Civilian Anne McGee, 15, died 2 weeks after being shot, while in a shop on Manor Street in the Lower Old Park area of Belfast. October 13th. 2 members of a Protestant family, William Corrigan, 41, and Leslie Corrigan, 19, died as a result of a gun attack outside their home near Portadown. The IRA carried out the attack. Former British soldier Edward Donnelly, 22, from Scotland, was killed by Loyalists in Belfast. October 17th. Catholic civilian Bernard McCarran, 45, was found shot and beaten on Richmond Street in Belfast. He had been in a pub with links to Loyalist paramilitaries. Detectives said his Fermanagh accent may have drawn attention, and a witness said the murder was purely sectarian. October 24th. British soldiers Anthony Abbott, 19, and Maurice Murphy, 26, were killed when an IRA sniper team ambushed a British patrol in the Ardoyne area of Belfast. October 26th. UDR soldier Joseph Wilson, 55, was shot and killed at his workplace on English Street in Armagh town. October 28th. The Red Hand Commandos and Ulster Freedom Fighters claimed responsibility for killing former Sinn Féin Vice President Moira Drum. She was shot and killed by gunmen dressed as doctors in the Mater Hospital in Belfast. She had retired a short time before her killing and had been in the hospital for an operation. A UVF member, formerly a soldier, who worked as a security officer at the hospital, was among several men jailed. The UDR soldier Stanley Adams, 29, was killed in an IRA gun attack in Pomeroy, County Tyrone. October 30th. The UVF kidnapped and shot dead Catholic civilians Charles Corbett, 22, and John Maguire, 56, in Belfast. Their bodies were found on Glenbank Place. Stephen McCann, 20, a Catholic civilian, was abducted and killed at the rear of Glencairn Community Centre in Belfast. Members of the UVF gang, known as the Shankill Butchers, were responsible for the killing. McCann had been a founder member of the Witness for Peace movement and author of the song What Price Peace? Bombings in October 1976. October 8th. RUC member Arthur Mackay, 43, was killed by a booby-trap bomb in an abandoned van while on RUC patrol in Gortmacrane near Kilry, County Derry. October 9th. Civilian Yvonne Dunlop, 26, was killed when IRA firebombs exploded in a shop on Bridge Street in Ballymena. Another civilian, Sean McChrystal, 41, was found beaten to death and on fire in the entry between Bridge Street and Prospect Place. It was believed that the UVF were responsible. October 16th. A house that was booby-trapped by the provisional IRA exploded at Garryhinch on the Laois-Offaly border. The bomb exploded while Garda Michael Clarkin, 24, was inside, the blast killing him instantly as the house collapsed on top of him and seriously injured 4 other Garda officers. IRA members Paul Marlowe, 31, Francis Fitzsimmons, 28, and Joseph Surgeonor, 23, were killed when a bomb they were planting exploded prematurely at the Belfast gasworks on the Ormeau Road in Belfast. Thank you for listening to this episode of Tales of the Troubles. If you liked it, please like and share with like-minded people, as this helps me massively to reach new listeners. Stay tuned, click the follow button, and enable notifications so that you don't miss the next episode.